Yeah.
I went to England, London, biting my nails, nervous on the flight. A couple of days go by, I get an infection in my finger to the point where I can't even bend my hand. It's
painful.
I had red streak. It's like a serious infection. It was crazy. I'm on the other side. I'm across the pond.
Yeah.
I'm saying, anybody out there who says, oh, America has the best healthcare system, national healthcare doesn't work, you got to wait, whatever. Fine. Everyone has their own personal stories. Fine. I'm telling you, my story with national healthcare was the service I got was so crazy that I thought maybe it was some kind of scheme and I wasn't in a hospital and I was going to be robbed or I was on some type of prank show.
Because it was good.
Here's what happened. I go in. It was my right hand. I had an infection in my finger like you can't imagine. Like I said, I couldn't.
Throbbing.
I couldn't move my hand at the wrist. That's how much it was swollen. So I had to. If it cost me,
you couldn't inhale a cab.
No chance. I couldn't inhale anything. So
people always, you guys are so mad that we edit cursing. Trying it. Hey, babe.
That's it. Suck it.
We curse. Everyone curses. We hear curses all the time. You need to hear the cursing.
Yeah.
I want to go right back to this, but you guys with the I don't know the cursing. I need to hear the curses. It doesn't matter. You stupid piece of shit.
Hey,
babe.
There it is.
Like, it doesn't even matter. We've cursed our whole lives. All we're trying to do is just I don't want to hear maybe. We're just trying something different.
We're just trying something different.
That's all it is. Who the the algorithm doesn't look at the 30 seconds. And the other people curse and I still get the same ads. And who cares, man?
Yes.
Refocus your energy. Reprioritize. You need to hear me say,
hey,
babe.
So with my infected finger, I go in there. I can't write with my right hand, because my right hand genuinely doesn't work. I have to try to fill out this form with the left hand. So there's a nurse, I think she was a nurse. She was dressed in a nurse outfit, but right there was basically nobody in the emergency room. I think she was a nurse. Yes. She had the nurse hat on. She looked like she worked at In-N-Out Burger.
A nurse or a spy?
A nurse or a spy.
I think she was a nurse. She had the outfit.
Well, she had the old school nurse outfit with that hat that looked like she worked at In-N-Out Burger. so
like Mrs. Ratchet.
Yeah, Nurse Ratchet. Great show.
Shout out. Is that
Sarah Paulson?
Oh, okay.
Netflix.
She's great.
Great.
I almost confused her with the Nurse Jackie.
Edie Falco,
who's God bless her. I know Edie was on our show recently.
Great.
Stupendous guest. That means good, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Also, shout out Catherine Narducci, who was the actress, Italian actress. You've seen in many things. Also was the wife of Robert De Niro in Bronx Tale for the last 2 years, has been commenting on my Instagram thinking I'm a fully open homosexual man. So shout out Catherine Narducci.
Why does she think that?
Met you for the first time last week. I don't know. She told the homeless pimp. She's like, I know that guy. She's like, your friend Chris, he's great, a gay comedian. I support him. She's like, he's not gay. He's he's got kids. Thanks. Shout out Catherine Narducci.
That doesn't mean a lot. I know a lot of guys that have kids that are gay.
True.
Well, I know 3.
Yeah. I have an uncle, gay. Kids. So I go to the A&E. It's called ambulance.
I just imagine him introducing himself like that. Yeah. Like, how you doing, Charles? Gay, 3 kids.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. How you doing? So I go in and I say to her. She says, "Oh, you fill out this form." So I say the problem is, ma'am. I said 2 things. One, I'm an American citizen. I have a passport to prove that. She's just looking at me. She's like, okay. Yeah. And then 2, I said, I can't fill out the form because I can't write left. And she goes, do what you can, love. So I literally wrote, it looked like I wrote my name backwards. I could barely do it. I was writing it lefty. I didn't even put in my address. I swear to God, for residence, I just put USA because I couldn't write with the hand. And then they called me in. The doctor called me in, but not even in. So let me try to explain this. I'm filling out the form to the right of the left of the desk. Filling out, the nurse is looking at me. I'm writing USA, my name backwards, the K, Christopher with a K, a 5-year-old. The doctor calls me from the other side of the desk and says, next patient, please. And there's nobody around. So I said, is that me? I said, I haven't filled out the form yet. He goes, don't worry about it. So I walk to him. Literally, I'm still out in the waiting room. Imagine in the waiting room of a hospital that nobody's in, and there's a nurse, I think is a nurse, dressed like she's serving In-N-Out burgers, and then a doctor.
Yes.
And he goes, what's the problem? So I showed him my hand, And I said, I was biting my nails on the plane, which I know I'm not supposed to do. I over-explained. I said, no, I'm not supposed to do. It's a bad habit. My mother's been telling me to stop doing it for years. I said, but now I have an infection in my hand, and my hand and wrist are swollen. He goes, I can see that very clearly. And I said, so what, like, should we go in the back or whatever? He goes, well, are you allergic to any types of medication, antibiotics, penicillin, anything? And I said,
I could listen to this all day.
Yeah.
I swear to God, we'll talk about that after this.
Yeah. I said, no, I'm not. He goes, okay. He goes, well, what we're going to do first is, he goes, first I have to lance it. And he said it like that. I'll never forget. He said, lance it. He said, first I'm going to have to lance it. He said, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little, he said he's going to put penicillin on the tip. And then he literally, Sal, but you have to understand one thing, what I'm telling you.
On the tip.
I'm standing, hand to God, I forgot what the name of the hospital was, but it was in somewhere in London. H to G. I'm standing somewhere in London in a hospital. The doctor, it's the waiting room, a vending machine, and the doctor with the lance with penicillin at the tip of it, lancing my finger, then with penicillin on it, then he gave me no pharmacy, no nothing like that, gives me pills.
Right there.
14 days of pills. He says 14 days of antibiotic pills plus Pepto Bismol, or the Pepto Bismol, forgot what it's called.
Yeah,
whatever.
it's like
Something Bismol, Pepto Bismol, but
yeah.
But there's
bismuth.
But there's points to the story to that. So he gives me that. He gives me the bismuth, and he says, if come back in 2 days, if you have any type of allergic reaction, he goes, we'll give you another medicine. That's it. So I'm like, that's it? Like, whatever. He goes, that's it. So as I'm walking out, I'm leaving. The woman says, oh, love, come back. She goes, you forgot something. And I said, oh yeah, I have USA written, I'm sure there's a copay. She goes, oh, no. She goes, we give you money. They gave me $20 to take a cab home from the hospital.
No.
I swear to God, that's what they did in England. I didn't have to go to a pharmacy. I didn't have to give a prescription or do anything like that. I wasn't even I wrote USA of where I live. They didn't even know my name.
What are we doing? What are we doing here?
They gave me $20 to take an Uber home. I took the medication. Like, I took the antibiotics. A day later, my finger and wrist are half the size. 3 days later, I'm back fully jerking off, no problems.
And how much was the Uber?
The Uber?
Was it less than $20?
It had to be less than $20.
Did you make it on a deal? Did he buy you lunch?
I made it on a deal. He bought me lunch. Then I'm going to Heathrow Airport. Just in case, because I didn't trust, because how I told you, I don't trust medications with the expiration date. Yeah. I won't even take a Pepto Bismol, kids. I said, I'm not taking this funky ass British version of Pepto Bismol.
Right.
Whatever this doctor gave me, who just, him and the In-N-Out lady gave me the treatment on the other side of the counter.
Yeah.
I went and I found a store that had Pepto Bismol because I wanted Pepto Bismol.
Actual. I'm sorry. What did Pepto Bismol have to do with the cut on your finger?
In case I had diarrhea from the antibiotics, they gave me something to help my stomach.
Got it.
So I get to Pepto Bismol. Take your time. Yeah, because it's bringing back memories.
Yeah, they get extra content.
I go to Pepto Bismol. I, take it just in case, coat the stomach. Put it in my bag. Forget about it. Going to Heathrow Airport. I don't know. Whenever I leave, 3 days later, 4 days later. Packed Heathrow Airport, London. Packed, Sal. Like, you can't imagine. Like, screwing around the lines, going around the lines.
I feel like I know where it's going.
Going around the lines, whatever. All of a sudden, get there, packed. Bag, of course, put the bag through, gets flagged. Of course, gets flagged. I'm like, what the hell do I have? I don't have anything in it. Like, it's just like annoying, like whatever. Like, think you're going to miss your flight? Packed. The, TSA equivalent in England comes over, starts rummaging through the bag, pulling things out. Pulls out the Pepto Bismol. He goes, "What's this?" And I said, it's it's nothing like I said I take the antibiotics, like it's nothing like you can just dump it out. He goes, no, what is it? What is it? And I said it's for like if your stomach doesn't feel good or like some type of indigestion, but like it's fine. It's totally fine. You can dump it out. I don't need it. I'm telling him I don't need it. It's packed. Right. I'm like I do not need that. Like throw it out right now. Literally 10 feet away, there's another TSA agent just like typing on her computer, and he goes, Becky,
wait, he turned into a Brooklyn cab driver from the 50s.
From the 50s, yeah. He goes,
what is this, love? Becky.
Becky. He goes, Becky. I think her name was Becky. Yeah, it had to be Becky.
Yes,
he goes, he goes, Becky. He goes, Pepto Bismol. What is it? What's it used for? And she's typing. She just looks up. She goes, diarrhea. And then looks back at the screen. Everybody, she screamed diarrhea across this perfect airport. He goes, oh. He goes, would you be needing it for your flight? I said, no, you can throw it away. He goes, okay. Carry on, throws it away. I zip on my bag, turn around. Who's right behind me? The chain smokers.
What are the odds?
The band, the chain smokers.
Hey, babe.